There are two types of coordination in an organism: nervous coordination that involves nerve system and chemical coordination run by endocrine system. Animals including humans have both nervous and chemical coordination, while plants and other organisms have only chemical coordination. To understand coordination, first it is important to know the 5 components of a coordinated action, which involves stimulus, receptors, coordinators, effectors, and response. A stimulus is any change in the environment, whether it's external like the touch of a snail's shell or internal like the feeling of cold when the temperature drops. So the stimulus could also be touch, heat, light, pressure, chemicals, etc. These stimuli are the starting points that provoke a response in an organism. Next, we have the receptors. These are specialized organs, tissues, or cells designed to detect specific type of stimuli. For example, our eyes detect light, our ears pick up sounds, and our skin senses pressure and temperature. Once the receptors detect a stimulus, the information is sent to the coordinators. In the case of nervous coordination, the brain and spinal cord act as a central command center. They process the information and send out messages through neurons, directing the body on how to respond. While in the endocrine coordination or the chemical coordination, the endocrine glands act as coordinators, releasing hormones into the bloodstream to communicate with different parts of the body. Now let's talk about effectors. These are the parts of the body that carry out the response to the stimulus. For example, muscles contract to move your hand away from a hot object, or glands secrete hormones in response to a signal from the brain. So, effectors carry out the response as instructed by coordinators. And finally, we have the response, the result of coordinated action. This is the action taken by the body because of the stimulus. Let's discuss the 2 main types of coordination that control these actions. Nervous coordination is rapid and involves the central nervous system, which includes the brain and spinal cord, along with peripheral nerves that spread throughout the body. When a stimulus like touching a hot object is detected by a sensory organ like skin, it sends a nerve impulse through sensory neurons to the brain and spinal cord, which act as the coordinators. The brain processes this information almost instantly and sends a signal back through motor neurons to the effector muscles, telling them to pull away your hand, which is the response. This entire process happens in a fraction of a second, leading to an immediate but short-lived response. Now let's look at chemical coordination. In this type of coordination, the stimulus, for example, blood sugar level rise after a meal, is detected by cells in pancreas, which makes insulin in the form of vesicles and released into the bloodstream. Insulin then binds to receptors on target cells, such as muscle and liver cells, facilitating glucose uptake, which lowers blood glucose level back to normal. Let's talk about plants. When a sunflower detects the sunlight, hormones are released to stimulate the growth of stem towards the light source. This process is slower but ensures a long-lasting response, allowing the plants to maximize its exposure to sunlight. So what's the difference between these 2 types of coordination? Nervous coordination is speed and immediate. On the other hand, chemical coordination takes a more gradual approach, ensuring that responses are sustained over time. This was all about a coordinated action. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more content. Thank you for watching.